beginning. It's coming. And these companies are going to know exactly where you are at all times. And here's the thing, we have not even hit the peak of repo season yet. I go through all of these cars, I'll show you all of these possessions, but really this is just the beginning. See, there is seasonality in possessions. And yeah, the economy has not been great, and we've seen repossessions spike, we've seen automobile delinquency spike, but we are just at the beginning of peak repo season. So what happens is people use their tax refund checks to go put down payments on these cars that they can't afford. And then a few months after, which is where we are right now, they stop making their payments. So what happens? The cars wind up here. So right now we're starting to see the surge in repos that is going to continue from here because this is just the beginning of the peak of repo season. And when you're talking about consumers that get into this problem of, okay, buying a car, getting a repossessed, buying a car, getting a repossessed, it becomes a vicious cycle of wealth destruction for a lot of these consumers because they'll get into a car, they'll put $1,000 down, they'll go to a buy here, pay here dealer, and then they'll make payments for 3-4 months, whatever, and then they'll stop making their payments. And at that point, they'll lose their car. And then when they scratch together another $1,000, what will they do? They'll go put another down payment down, and they'll pay for another 2-3 months as long as they're able to work. And as long as they keep going to work and making their payments, but something happens because they're living paycheck to paycheck. Any crisis makes it where they have to drop a they'll be able to just, okay, if I scrounge up another $1,000, then I can get another car. So let's let this car go back and start the whole cycle over again. People can never get the cycle. Very, very sad, but I see how it play out every single day through these car auctions, all of these cars. This is most likely exactly what happened. The consumer falls into a rough time, they pay their car payments, and then the cars end up. Now, here's how these repos affect me as a small used car dealer. Well, if these big car dealers aren't selling as many because banks are tightening up, and they can't get trade-ins from consumers, that means I can't get cars at auction, keeping used car prices elevated. And one big thing that's holding people back from buying these big trucks, from buying all these new vehicles, well, I mean, the average price of a new vehicle right now is about $50,000. And when you have inflation on top of all of that, you think of housing, you think of the price of groceries, the price of insurance. Which is another problem for production for a lot of these companies, meaning layoffs have to happen. But just go back to housing. I have a buddy that recently had to move, and he was just trying to find a one-bedroom apartment around my area. We're near Charlotte. It's not like we're in California. It's not like we're in New York. But a one-bedroom apartment, he couldn't find anything halfway decent for under $1,300. So if you have someone just like that that needs to pay $1,300 a month just for a small apartment,